Well, hello. Welcome, everyone. We got ourselves another Simulation Sunday community live stream. It seems like we've got a nice crowd out here today. I know a lot of people have been grinding out the new chapter. I know I have. I've been running it across multiple alts and trying to make styles for another video that should be coming up. I'm like 5 styles in. Yet again, I want to make maybe a few request styles or something to kind of fill it out. But I've almost got a video, pretty much theorized and what I want to have in it. But yeah, so we got that coming up, and then we have all these fine people out here today with another great Sunday. And it seems like we've shown out in force, and I think we got some cool styles here. So let's go ahead and check them out. Now let's go ahead and start with Cinderella there in the corner. Let's see here. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so this is a pretty cool style. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. I like the sparklies of the 10th metal chroma. That's pretty cool. I like that. Very nice. Let's see, and then we've got Buff over here. It looks like sort of like a military style of sorts. Something like that. And then let's see here. We have, whoops, let me see here. Make sure I have all, okay, all right, good. And then we have Al Wellington over here. Let's go ahead and take a look at them. Because I was looking at him earlier. He has a pretty good, he's got a pretty good Guy Gardner style. There's a few different things I would change differently on the style, but it's pretty close. It's not bad. It's pretty good. But yeah, I did see him earlier, and then we have John Kent over here, and he's wearing one of the new Superman styles for the most part. I think the shaded looks pretty nice on it. I like how the lightning bolts really zip, kind of like. Really have like a very bright appearance to them with the shaded comic, which is actually pretty rare unless you're putting it in like a hairstyle or something. So I guess it's kind of cool. I kind of only wish that the pants and the chest style for like the blue kind of matched a little more, but other than that, it's not bad. And then let's see here. Okay, we got Liar over here. I did see them earlier. I thought they were pretty cool. Let me see. So it's supposed to be like a Loki character. I really like the chest style. I think that added a lot to it. Cause I mean everything else is like okay, good, but I think the chest style really like builds out the character. I really like that. That was a very nice style. Let's see here. Let's fly over here. So we've got, let's look at Thunderbirds. I haven't looked at anything, by this person, so let's take a look. Okay. I don't know exactly what character this is, but, it's not bad. It looks like it's, like, Native American inspired, maybe? Alright. And then we have, Goddess Wonder Woman here. Let's go ahead and check her out. I like how the red, it's kind of different, but I kind of like how the red is like very pale and it has a pinkish color to it, like with and you know, kind of the same with the blue. That's kind of interesting, I guess. That's an interesting take on the character. And then we have John Jones wearing something which is very familiar. Very familiar. Indeed. If you've seen any of my channels on the video, it looks very familiar, but it's a good style. Very nice style. Glad to see it. let's see here. And then we have Pixie, which of course I think is really fitting for the name. Um, I think they made a really nice style. I did see them earlier as well. Uh, Very nice style. I like how all the colors come together. Goes really nice with it. Very unique. So yeah, so I like that, and I think the chest, which is a toga chest, I think that actually works out really well with the pants. Like the wrinkles and everything together with it, like that's a very nice combo. So it's like a mystic elf or something, but like with a Middle Eastern influence to it. But yeah, I like it. The handara, I mean the hand accessories, very nice. And then of course with the head, that's really cool as well. And then of course just to top it off, then the shoulder piece is literally just a nice golden phoenix necklace. So very well done. Uh, it definitely has a massive difference. And then we have, let's take a look at Lantern Yets. I was going to look at Lantern Travis, I'll look at him next. But I'm really digging the different lanterns out here, especially since we're looking at lantern content, so it only makes sense that the lanterns come out in full force. Alright, let me look at chat here, because I don't want to not see chat. So I have that girl from AU, absolutely agree, looks more used or tarnished. 100%. Yeah. 100%. That detail's really big. And that's, for me, that's what makes or breaks a lot of different styles. So let's look at Travis now, because we kind of passed him up by another lantern because we'd seen him earlier. And here we have ourselves Lantern Travis, another green lantern. I don't mind lantern suits that have it to where he has a little more white than green. You know, I kind of think that's kind of cool. You know, kind of put your own take on the Green Lantern suit. You know, it may not be, you know, like the classic core suit. I think that's kind of like the default that everybody kind of sees at the beginning. And then they kind of have their own personality that kind of comes out. And then it kind of shapes how their suit looks. Because I know in the comics, Jon Stewart had the classic suit. Guy Gardner had the classic suit. Kyle Rayner, everybody had the classic suit when they're first introduced into the comics, and then as time goes along, their suits kind of become what they kind of, you know, what they like. It kind of morphs into their sort of style preferences. So it's kind of cool to see everybody kind of doing that themselves in game. And then we have the question here, which I think is pretty cool. The only thing though that we could have used was like a question mark aura. I think that'd be cool, or at least the accessory that has a question mark over its head. I think that'd be kind of dope. That girl from AU says some people are so good with styling, so many great ideas. 100%. Yeah, I think there are a lot of people that have really good style ideas. Definitely some things I wouldn't think of, and then there's definitely some things that I would think of. But it all just depends on what the style is. Everybody has different ideas when they see a different style piece, what they can do with it. I've been thinking of a few, and kind of been working through them in the background. But I see others have as well, and I kind of like the creativity with this. So this looks like a bloody mark that's like, I don't know, maybe fought like Levy, Angstrom Levy or something, or maybe this is maybe that's a cannibal mark, the one that kills all the other marks while they're on that desolate world trapped in that one dimension. Yeah, that could be it. Either, you know, and he's like overgrown, has eaten all the other marks. Yeah, and he gets like crazy strong. Yeah. And then we have Johnny Blaze here. Looks like he's got a Red Lantern style going uh, for the Ghost Rider. Got a slight red hue to that to the leather of the suit. Ooh, and then we got Cheater here. Let's go in full Blue Lantern. Let me see. There we go. Okay. So let's take a look at this. So I like his kind of take on it. Of course, it definitely feels like something Brother Worth would wear. Especially the legs. I think the legs are like the biggest thing for like that character, because we hadn't really had anything like that for a long time. I would have bought more of the suit, but I've been grinding across different alts to get the OP items for my character up. So I was spending just about every week. I was maxing out what I could buy for the 40 mark catalysts for what marks I had, so I could level it up. So I'm happy to say I finally got them both maxed out, and now I'll start looking at the rest of the suit. The only thing I actually bought was the shoulder styles, like you can see now in this character, which is the neck piece. To me, that was such a good piece that they put into the game that I just had to have it. So it was just, you know, something I had to get. All right. We got PPZ over here, so he's got himself a Doctor Strange with maybe like the Eye of Agamotto. So very classic Doctor Strange. And then let's see here. Let's see who else. We got Arthur Curry. Let's take a look at him. There we go. So again, I like the details of the pants. The pants are like really dark, and then it looks like almost like seaweed on like the legs, like kind of peering out. And then of course, then you have like the classic Aquaman belt, and then you got that one-handed what is it? The one-handed Herald of the Black hand style. You know, because at some point he does end up losing his hand in the comics, so I guess that's kind of their way of trying to make it like his fake hand. And then we've got Mark S. Grayson over here. So it looks like it's supposed to be like a bloodied up Mark, like his face mask is like, you know, torn up or whatnot, I guess. And he's in his blue and black suit, and he's got like a bloodied face. Very interesting. The one nice thing about this head style is that so this is robotic head style that he's wearing that has like all the pieces and all. So it's metallic in nature. But back in the day, you couldn't wear a face style with it, but you can actually wear a face style with it now. So if he wanted to, he could even wear like a cyborg eye or something, making it look like a black and blue eye or something. But either way, this is kind of cool. But yeah, just a nice note on that. I could tell that the devs have been upgrading certain styles to where they will wear the full like, it'll be able to wear a face style, hairstyle, like it'll be far more generous in being able to let you wear whatever you really want to wear with it. If that's fair, I guess. Alrighty, let me see here. Welcome Daniel to chat. PPZ, what's up? Welcome everyone. Alright. And then we've got Warlord Egress. Let's take a look at them. Where are they? There we go. So, fun fact, I made a suit style that'll be in the new video that uses a lot of the a lot of the restored um, that uses a lot of this style. Not I'm trying to think of it. Um, the regalia set. This is gonna drive me nuts. Let me go into my menu. This is gonna drive me nuts. Shimtar regalia. It'll be using quite a few of those styles. I think it'll be pretty good, but we shall see. Let's see. Where's Hayden? We are looking for Hayden. Did I go over his name? Did I? I think I did. There we go. So we got ourselves another Green Lantern, and I'm like, well, he's a Green Lantern. I gotta check him out. He's got the new head style, which is that band. That's different. That's definitely cool as well. So that'll be a nice piece I can get. I'm sure a lot of people who are like either ninja characters, Dragon Ball Z characters, or like Street Fighter characters, I'm sure they're really happy with that. Alright, let's see. And then we've got Yael over here. It looks like they have like a Doctor Doom style. Man, that's a very beefed up Doctor Doom. That's a big guy. All right. Let's see what else we've got. The Volt over here. Kind of looks like something that's based off of like Jay Garrick, but maybe like a different like modern character. Maybe it's a original character, but definitely has that Jay Garrick feel to it. Very nice. All right. Then we've got Silent Ascender. Let's take a look at them. Looks like we have a lot of PvPing going on right now. All right. Let's see. Let's look at Omnibell. Definitely has like an electric character feel to it. I don't know if they are or not though. Let's take a look. You know, you used to be able to tell what power somebody was by the mods they were carrying. You can't even do that anymore. Oh, at least I know their flight. But yeah, I'd figure that they're an electric character, most likely. And then let's look at Alan Wellington again, because I know he swapped his style. So he's got himself an Alan Scott. The only thing that's not great about this is the chest style. It's doubling the emblem on it. That's the only downside on that. I mean, other than that, you could probably use either the rash guard chest style, or maybe you could do like the scuba style. But if you don't have either of those, that sounds like the summer event for you. Yeah. Man, I wish there was maybe another... I mean, I guess you could do maybe like Fugonaut. That might be a better style. It would make the emblem bigger too. But other than that, I mean, everything else on it's solid. Yeah. I got PPZ saying, new episode stuff is so expensive between the 2 OP items and trying to get elite gear. Sheesh. Okay, so I've always had people, I've had even people in the Discord kind of ask, so I'm going to go over this with everybody here real quick. So you don't have to buy all the gear on one character to get the style feat. Here's what I do on multiple characters. And will do this DLC because it's crazy to try to get a full set on a character at this point, because it's going to be a ton of marks. It's about 595 marks for a reg set, and it's about 750 marks for a full elite set on one character. and farming that up is insane. It's not going to happen by the time the next DLC comes around, or chapter or whatever. Um, so I tell people, I'm like, hey, have like, if you have 4 characters, which I'm running off of, I'm running 4 characters. You can have each character. There's going to be 8 pieces of the gear, obviously. Have each of them buy 2 pieces. So you can have, so for the elite set, I think it's the back and the head are like the trusted pieces or whatever. Well, anyway, I'm gonna, let's just say I have full renown on all my characters, whatnot, or just regular. Let's just start with the regular gear. It just, you can go ahead and buy like back or head on one character, shoulders, hands on another character, belt, legs on one, and then feet and shoulders on another. And then you can come into the style menu. Say it was the aberrant set, right? And say that I've only got this because another character's got it. Like another character bought the head style and they bought the back style, and so aberrant shows up, right? Well, I can always use like replay badges to buy those 2 styles. So let's say that this character had bought 2 styles, and then all the other ones bought the other 6. I can literally go in, okay, bing, buy aberrant, buy this one, buy the chest style, buy the hand style, buy the waist, or already have the waist because this character, and then, and buy it all. And you can buy it all across the whole account by just buying these on this one character, and then you'll get the style feat, and then you'll get the cost reduction. So just spread the mark burden across multiple characters. Like if you even have more alts, then you could do like one gear piece per character, and then buy the styles all on one character, and then it'll unlock the style feat, and then with the style feat comes a vendor discount. So what I'm going to do is buy 2 pieces of elite gear across all 4 of my characters, buy it, and then I'll get the vendor discount, and then it'll massively reduce the regular gear's cost. Do the same thing, buy 2 pieces on each character, and then get the style feed on that. Because at the end of the day, I can run content without even needing the elite gear. That's not really going to be a problem for me. So, and I already have a ton of elite gear on my character already as it is, because I leveled up both of the omnipotent items on my main, which I play the most of. You know him from the channel. And then I have all the elite rings, all the elite rings, accessories, all that stuff, weapon, all those are leveled up on iconic as well. So at that point, it doesn't even really matter. I've already leveled up a bunch of stuff. So for me, that's not really a problem. That's the best way of saving yourself marks and replays. It's much cheaper to unlock a style in replays when it comes to DLC gear than it is to spend replays trying to get those same marks on one character to buy a set. It's just outrageous. Let me see here. That girl from A, I'm just going to read both of her messages together. Replay unlock is much cheaper than purchasing the Moga currency from the marketplace, which seems to be what they're trying to encourage with this pricing. 100%. After the hopeful style came at such a high price at Kaznia, the pricing didn't surprise me, even though it's pretty disappointing. Yeah, Elite Gear used to be like 600 marks, or 500 something marks, and it was 600 marks. And now it might have been like 650 at some point, and now it's 750. So they're like at one point, I'm sure at one point it's probably going to be like 1,000 marks, and it's just going to be to discourage people from just grinding alone to like also purchasing currency. And I think they really need to step away from that. They really need to get away from that practice. It's not good long term. They know it, and they talk about wanting to go long term but at the same time, they're doing actions that are not long term, that discourage long term, that kill long term. So I think they need to take a step back or add a little bit of pushback to whoever is telling them that they need to do this. Because I think it's partially even that too. I think they're doing what they're told, and part of me is like, I know it's their job, and they're doing what they can. But at the same time, if you see something's not great for the community that is supporting you and your job and your livelihood, I think there's a certain level of responsibility to kind of tell who's in charge. Hey, this isn't very popular. This is going to not work out long term, and that's going to harm. That's going to harm people in the process, right? That's not going to be beneficial for people who have that as a livelihood. So I don't think it's a great choice to do something like that. It should have been an optional thing, which it started out as, and they're slowly trying to make it, or it seems like they're going the route of making it to where it is highly encouraged to basically needing it, which I'm not a fan of, and I have no problem saying that because sometimes people need to hear that. Yeah, because I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. But in my mind, it is predatory, and they need to step off of that. They need to kind of come back to the table, realize you shouldn't be trying to push your customers in that in that direction. That's not a great place to be for your customers or for you. It's not beneficial for anyone long term. Yeah, it may buff up your short term, but it will cost you in the long run. So yeah, I'm not a fan of that. That's why I haven't gotten the gear as of lately. It was a matter of choosing between things, and I chose the omnipotent gear. Um, yeah, I chose the omnipotent gear because in my mind the omnipotent gear is worth more in the long term. Where the elite gear is already overpriced, it's going to get replaced with the next chapter. Why am I going to go out of my way to grind out for a gear set that is going to be obsolete next chapter? Why am I going to do that? It doesn't make sense to me. So I'm going to take my sweet time when it comes to that. Just because it's the least beneficial in total. It doesn't make sense to me. The elite gear is literally more bang for your buck and worth grinding out a little for than the actual gear itself. That's how I view it. Because you know that the time and effort and everything you're putting into it will be worth it. Where the gear set is not, because you will be replacing that in another 3 months. So you've got 3 months, so just spread the cost out across different characters, and then just do your slow grind. Make sure your characters every week do both of their bounties and both of their raids, and then you log off that character, go to the next one. That's the best way to go about it. So you're getting 38 marks per week on each character, and then you have the 3 months. So if you take the two and a half, almost 3 weeks we've got here, I don't know, that gives you like what, another 8 to 9 weeks. I think you could get both sets in just about that amount of time, or maybe the full elite set and maybe 3/4 of the reg set. But I think that's much better for the player than to just blind grind on one character to try to get a full set, because you're not going to get the 700 marks in 3 months on one character. I don't think you are. I think that's very slim, and I think they kind of know that. And then they're going to put bonus items in the vendor afterward, that are going to need you to grind even more. So I got the mods up, accessories up, and then OP items up. So all I have to really worry about are the last boss feats that are still bugged to my knowledge. Actually, I could just go right in here and show you. All I got left are Reborn, yeah, regular, enhanced, and then these. That's it. Yeah. So that's the route I'd go. Don't go too crazy trying to grind out. It's just not beneficial for you, and rather have everybody, you know, kind of think smart on this, and kind of know where it's worth it and where it's not. All right. Sorry, I got kind of on a tangent there, but I kind of hate it when I see like tactics like that, and it's there to, or at least I think it's there to take advantage of people that may not know better, and I'm not in favor of that. I don't think customers want to see other customers kind of get taken advantage of. All right. Let's see. And we got Wes Allen. I'm trying to. Okay, Iris Wes Allen. That's what I was missing. The name was blocking it out. Ooh, I kind of like that. I think that's the blue from the shadow. I like that. That's the blue from the shadow one. Man, if only they did that to the chest style with the red. Oh my goodness, I think that would have been a home run. That's the only disappointing thing about this, is that they didn't use the red on the suit. Man. I mean, otherwise the legs are a good idea though. Alright, then we got Rogue Patriot over here. Very nice. Alright, let's see who else. Oh, if anybody's wondering, you could probably tell by it, but this is supposed to be Amin Sur. So, there you go. I figured I was going to make a style on him at some point. I don't know if this is my final version. Maybe it is. Kind of just playing around with the style. Just kind of playing around with it, seeing where it was going. I'm trying to keep up that lantern energy, and for me, that kind of seemed to work out pretty good. And then we got Fade Trap over here. Awesome, he's throwing those energy balls around. Very nice elf ears. I like how the little, that little devil horns from the hair kind of peeking through the 6-dimensional head style. That's kind of cool. I like that. I like the little, fairy, firefly, energy that's kind of hovering around the character. And I see that they're now. I just noticed now they really have it turned down, but this is actually the Cursed Visage skin. I just noticed that. Alright. And then we've got Viltrumite K or Kai? Cal. Okay. So we got yet another Viltrumite here today. Man, I really wish they gave us a beard or a mustache, like a separate mustache, which is like a face style or something. I think that would be really cool if they did, so that people could use a bunch of hairstyles that have like the graying on the side of the hairstyle, but they could add a mustache to get the Viltrumite look. Because everybody's using that 6-dimensional hairstyle to try to get like that white hair look on the sides, and I mean, I don't know. I know what they're trying to do. I don't know if I'm about it though. But I can understand where they're coming from, at least. Looking at the Master Jedi character. I got Count Scion Paradox. You have no idea how many of those things I've been fighting the Viltrumites. Yeah. I see them a lot from time to time, week to week. Um, the Invincible show is like fairly popular, really good. It's a really good show. It's got a lot of lore behind it. I definitely recommend watching it if you have Amazon. It's on Amazon Video. It's a really good show. It's got a lot of lore to it. The comics are great. Check those out. And I think you'll even be more satisfied. I think you'll be even more satisfied when you like read the comics and you can see even more. When you can see even more kind of like where things are going, and it it like comes to your mind, you're like, oh wow, you're like, oh, that's why he did that, and you'll know exactly what's coming around the corner. Like, I think that's even more satisfying to some people. I just realized that Amon Sergai had different hands. I actually like those hands that he used better. I think he's using Shepherd of Adara. I think I actually like those better. Now that I'm looking at it. Much better choice. Thank you. Yeah. Much better choice. I do like that. But let me see here. Who have I not seen yet? I want to see really a character I haven't really highlighted yet. Because I've seen a lot of these people already. Alright, let's look at Heechee then. Let's look at him. Let's see. There we go. Looks like he had like a mystical character of sorts. Yeah. So he's got a lot of void. He's got the corrupted aura on. I like it. I like a lot of. I like some suits when they have like the brown, whether it's like the brown straps or the brown hat, like the leather look to it. Leather is so underrated in this game, but it can really, the brown color can really uplift a lot of like styles that are like rustic or outdoorsy in nature. Count says, I see, in case you haven't noticed, I'm right next to you in game. Good to see you in game. Well, there's quite a few people here. We've got a Nuclear Nova, we got Power Ring, and then we got Carne Heisenberg. Carne Heisenberg. Yeah, 100%. Let's see. Let's look at Toxic Eclipses. Let's see. I think they're gonna be. Let me look at Emerald just really quick. Man, he's not even Emerald. Man, I thought he was gonna be a Green Lantern. I mean, it's not a bad Flash style. It's not bad. All right, let me go ahead and find Toxic Eclipses. I'm trying to look for his Green Lantern style. There we go. Okay. So here's another Green Lantern. Very nice. Oh, Nuclear Nova. Okay, nice. Cool. Alright. Let's see. Let me come out here a little bit. Let me move around. So let's look at Tobirama. Okay. It's kind of like a ninja character, sort of. I think something that'd be cool for him is wearing the headband, but this face mask isn't bad either. I have a little bit of good news. have a little bit of good news when it comes to the Guy Gardner chess style. So any of you, especially any of you that are like been been with the game for quite a few years, um, you'll know that there is a chess style in the game. It has existed for years. Um, it's the Gardner style, Gardner vest style. Let me see. So this one, the Gardner style. And for years, it hasn't had an emblem slot like Guy Gardner in his regular style. But that will change very soon. Uh, Glitter, who's one of the artists that are part of the game, one of the art creators for the game, like does the different styles and deals with how they work and look and making different style pieces. She has confirmed on Discord that I'm guessing at one point they did add an emblem slot. It just wasn't working correctly. And it wasn't sitting on top of the style, so it was inside of the style. And I'm guessing it was a change that they did at a different point because it originally didn't have a emblem style or an emblem slot. But they are going to fix it to where the emblem slot that they put in at some point after it was made, that it will be fixed to where it will actually be on the outside of the chess style, so it will actually have an emblem slot. I got to give credit to Cursebringer, who actually was the one that made the bug report thread, and he had noticed that it did have an emblem slot because you know how you have some of these emblems where when you back away a lot, you'll see like almost like a look at John Jones and see when I back up, you can see like almost like lines coming out of the emblem style. See, you don't see it up close and you see them come out. Well, actually, when he had the chess style on and he zoomed out far away, he saw a line like that, which proved that there was an emblem, but it was too low below the surface of the chess style for it to come out. So, they're going to fix that. And so that chess style will have an emblem slot finally. It's only a matter of time. They have not confirmed when it will happen, but it will happen. It's on her list. We just got to give her time to do it. So I think it's really cool. For anybody who's a Guy Gardner fan, and I'll be making a style for it. I mean, I already have. I'm just waiting for the emblem slot to finally be released. But it's going to happen. It's 100% going to happen. It's going to be here. We're going to have a Guy Gardner chess style that has an emblem slot. So I guess as Multiverse would say, all the Guy Gardner fanboys are going to be doing the happy dance, I guess. But yeah, so there you go. So that'll be yet another option for Green Lantern characters, and I understand some Spider-Man characters are going to enjoy that as well. I don't know what version of the character it is, but there's one version of the character that has a blue vest that has like the spider emblem on it. Well, I guess you're going to enjoy that as well. And let me see here. Welcome Superman to chat. He says, "Hello Iconic, good seeing you. Good to see you as well." But yeah, so I'm really excited to see that news come down and for them to confirm that it will be fixed and taken care of. But yeah, so everybody for the longest times, is like, oh, do they know about it? Do they know about this? I'm sure they know about a lot of things that we've requested. It's just they need the time to do it. And I think you'll start to see some of those things come around pretty soon at some point. But that'll be a nice little surprise at some point when you put on the style, and there behold, if you had an emblem already slotted, well, look at that, you'll see it show up. Okay, let me see. Let me go ahead and check out some other phases. Make sure I'm not missing anybody, because I know phase three's got a lot of people in it. I want to make sure that anybody I haven't really seen gets taken a look at. So we got T-Tech Man here. Let's take a look at him. So we got ourselves... that's the dead water, and then the other one is the orange, like that Brainiac material. I don't know exactly the name to it, but I know it. I know it. It's just, I know I don't have it on this character to look up the name. And then we have Rogue over here. Very nice. I actually have seen them before, though. Very, very nice style. What was that? Is it Brainiac 5? No, this is a different character, but I do like the sheen of this glowing. That's actually pretty cool. Was it King Code I was gonna look at? Okay, no, I actually saw him on the other thing. Let me see what else we've got. Superman of New Earth. I'm guessing maybe he's trying to go for like Prime Superman, like Superman Prime, maybe. Alrighty. So I think we've seen everybody here for the most part. Let's look at Grayson Nolan. Let me make sure. So this is supposed to be like Omni-Man, but then again you got the same head style thing going on. But otherwise not too bad. I see a lot of them like using the Larfleeze chest style. Yeah, there you go, Tez. Tez says that's a Scarlet Spider. Yeah. Yep, there you go. So a lot of people that like the Gardner chest style to make the Scarlet Spider, there you go. You'll be able to make it. Let's take a look at Phase 4. And then I think it'll be a good time to call it. So I'll take a look over here real quick, and then I'll zip back to Phase 1. Definitely has like a gunslinger vibe to it. Very nice. Then we've got Lumen Limelight. They've got like the Sinestro style on, but it's like a green, maybe it's like a parallax sort of like style to it. And then we've got Jihan over here. Oh, the shoulder style would be really good with this. Would be really good with this chest style too. The reborn shoulders would be great with this chest style. And then we have Lord Inuyasha. Alrighty, let's take a look at Karn Heisenberg. When I see a lot of these pieces now, like the chest, shoulders, and the waist here, reminds me of one of the styles I made a little while back. Anybody who's a fan of like Warhammer 40k, I've been really getting into a lot of that, and I made the Emperor of Mankind with that. And I have yet another style, which I was talking about earlier, that uses a lot of that that same set. That is also going to be from the 40k Warhammer universe. So if you're looking for another style for that, well, that will be coming around very soon. And we got Benjamin Grimm. The skin style is very nice, very cool. Seems very on brand for the character. The boots are nice. I like how they're very fleshed out. A lot of different like designs on it. Alrighty. Let's look at. I'll look at 3 more. I think 3 is good. I think we'll find who we need. So let's look at Dr. Von Doom here. Let's see. Very nice belt. Good choice for the belt. The legs aren't bad either. Very nice. Let's see. Let's look at another Doom. We got infamous Iron Man. Let's see. There we go. Basically a Doctor Doom that took up the mantle of Iron Man. Very nice. And then one more. Let me take just a good look around here. Alright, I've made up my mind. Let's go ahead and check them out. Alright. So we got ourselves a Cyclops character. I was going to say cyborg. Cyclops character. Very nice. I like how the boots are part of the leg style, but they're so nice. They're a nice slim line. You could swear that they were a boot style and nobody have any idea. I like it when they can add boots like this that hide under the legs really well most of the time, but if you don't want them, they act as really nice slimline boots. So that's kind of cool. I like that. Well, okie doke there, guys. So we've got the rest of this episode to go ahead, or chapter to go ahead and grind out. Remember to grind out across multiple characters. Try to save your replays. You know, think smart, enjoy the game, and hopefully we got the summer event coming around the corner very soon. I know we're due for it. I know last year I think it dropped on the 28th, so I wouldn't be surprised if this Tuesday we got the summer event. So if you need anything from the summer event, well, that event will be coming up for you to enjoy. So it'll be interesting to see what we get for rewards this time around. So yeah, so I will see you all in the next video, hopefully very soon, and I'll drop the short for this in a little bit when I'm able to. I appreciate you all for hanging out with me on this Sunday afternoon, or evening almost for some, and I will see you all in the next video. Laters. I'll see y'all laters.